The question of what type of insurance should you have is a critical question. This needs to be set before you have an accident, so it's a good conversation to have with your insurance agent. And I always recommend that people get a real insurance agent rather than just buy their insurance off of a website or with a telephone call. In Rhode Island, we have mandatory insurance. All cars that are on the road have to be insured. But the truth of the matter is that very few people insure their cars for the full amount that they need to or with the right coverages. And there are also going to be a small number of people who won't buy any insurance at all and still drive on the road, causing accidents. You ought to have liability insurance. You must have liability insurance. You ought to have it in the highest possible amount that realistically reflects your assets. That's because your personal assets are at stake if you don't have enough insurance coverage. You should also buy uninsured motorist bodily injury coverage because, like I said, there are people who will drive and not have insurance, and there are people who will drive and cause an accident and leave the scene, and you won't be able to put in a claim against that insurance company because you don't know who it is. And there are people who will steal cars or use them without the permission of the owner and get into an accident. And in those circumstances, the insurance company has what's called a non-permissive use defense, so they don't need to pay the other person who's injured. Uninsured motorist bodily injury coverage should be purchased every time you buy an auto policy, and it should be purchased in the same amount as your liability limits. It's the best protection you can have. Don't rely on the other person to insure their car for your benefit.